Welcome to my channel. My name's Ashley and I love makeup and I like to focus on indie and affordable brands. So if that's what you're into, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Give this video a thumbs up and let's get into today's video. So today's video, if y'all know me, you're kind of probably going to be shocked that I picked this palette up. And I'll explain why after I show y'all this palette if you're new here. So today's palette is the Morphe and Meredith Duxbury Artistry palette. And here's the outside packaging. And then inside the palette you get this little, I don't even know if it's going to show up. Can you? Yeah. Little outline, instructions, whatever, for what they call Meredith's signature looks. You guys, I'm not sure if this is going to be backwards for you. I think that's the right way because it's backwards for me. But anyway, I'm not going to use this, but if you would want to and you pick this palette up, it's there. And then this is the palette. The packaging is absolutely beautiful. And here is the inside of this palette. And so the reason that, and y'all, this is just freaking gorgeous, but the reason that you might be a little shocked if you know me that I picked this up is the fact that there are only 5 shimmer shades, and I am the shimmer queen. I love all things shimmery. So I picked this up because it's just so beautiful, and you know I love deep dark shades, so like this whole bottom like 2 rows of the palette are totally calling to me, but I also been into kind of pastel-y shades as well. So I just felt like this was just such a pretty palette. I just had to get it and try it, and like I had a $10 off coupon, so why not, you know? And I actually am a fan of most Morphe palettes, so I know some people like hate on Morphe, but I mean, I think they're good quality palettes, and so I wanted to pick this up, wanted to try it out. I had been going through a phase where I'd been doing 2 different looks on my eyes, but the last couple of videos I filmed, I've kind of been running a little late on time, and I'm kind of in that same boat today. So I think we're going to do the same look on both eyes, and we're just going to try this beautiful palette out, see how it goes. Again, I really am drawn to these deep dark blue shades. They're absolutely gorgeous. We got some greens in here, or if you just want like a neutral look, you could do that as well. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm not really sure what I want to do right now, but we'll figure that out as we go along, like we always do. So I'm going to start with the shade Bijou, which is that shade right there, just as a transition shade, and then we'll add some color. So you guys, I feel like I've been more quiet in some of my videos, and I don't know, I'm trying to figure out, like, you know, like that fine balance between what to share, what not to share. And not that there's like anything bad, but I don't know. There are just some things that I can't mention. But I've been trying to get out more, and I think I mentioned it in one of my videos recently that I got out to spend time with my best friend and then another friend that I hadn't seen in a long time. And it was just really, really good to get out and be a normal human for once, because I don't know, I've just kind of like been so overwhelmed with my life that it's hard to function most days, and it's hard to get out, and I don't know, but I see that being around the right people is really, really good for me. But that being said, like, they have to be the right people, you know, people, that like my beliefs align with theirs. I'm not stressed out when I'm spending time with them. It's not like a bad thing. You know, I'm not on board. I can engage in conversation with them. It's a fun time. So that's what I need more of in my life, but it's trying to get that, you know, how do I put this? It's just hard to get that and then have like other people who want to spend time with you, but like they don't fit into that they're the right people you want to be around kind of category. So then it's like you don't want to upset anyone or make anyone mad and have people be like, well, she's out doing this, why isn't she spending time with us, you know? And that's like what makes life really, really, really complicated when you have people who happen to be in your life, but like they just aren't really the interactions just aren't really like good for you. I mean, they're not like horrible, like the worst thing, but they don't like fulfill your soul, and it's hard to just have people who do that in your life. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and go in with the shade. Let's go with the shade Diamond Iceberg, which is this shade right here. So yeah, I don't know, it's hard. I feel like I'm just like being pulled in a bunch of different directions, and it's just hard because I want to do me, you know, I want to do what makes me happy, but getting to do that sometimes is hard, you know. But I definitely, you know, am enjoying trying to get out when I can. The other thing is it's like so hot here still. And the weather, we've been just having a lot of severe storms. So that kind of makes it hard too, because you don't want to get out. And then I think it was like the weekend that I went out with my two friends. We had maybe, I mean, I know like my one friend, she and her husband were still trying to make it home, but it was like out of nowhere, we got hit with these like 60, 70, 80 mile per hour winds, and it was like, it was just scary. So it's just, I think because it's just so hot and so humid, the storms that we do get do turn really, really severe very fast. And this particular day, I don't even think there were storms in the forecast. It just happened so fast. And it just, I don't know, it's scary because if you're out like that, you know, you're kind of caught in the middle of it. You don't have anywhere to go, and that's just not really safe. So yeah, another wonderful thing about living in the Midwest. Okay, this is a really, really, really pretty, like, gray blue shade. I'm loving that. Now, except for it is pretty powdery, and I am getting it all over the white shade next to it, but that's okay. All right. Now I want to go in with the shade, I don't know, this shade Endless Nights right here is just absolutely calling me. That one right there. It is just a deep, dark, beautiful navy blue. So I'm gonna go in with that. Alright, very, very, very pretty shade. Very pretty, very, very, very pretty. Okay. I am just loving these blue shades. They are just so, so beautiful. Okay. Shoot, 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 shoot. Dropping brushes per usual. That's what I do. Okay, now I'm going to take this glitter glue. Y'all know it is time for that. Okay. Now, for the few shimmer shades that we have, I know we have 5. That's not much, but I feel like the 5 that we do have work well with every shade in this palette, and I'm just really wanting to go in with the shade Private Party, which is this pretty silver right there. I love silvers and blues together. Just want to make sure I don't have anything on that brush. All right. All right, so very pretty, very shimmery. I love the way that it looks with the blue. And again, like, not every look has to be like super complicated, you know. I just like to sit down sometimes and just put on makeup and just talk and just, you know, just do a look with like a couple shades and just enjoy it, you know. I think that's what makeup is all about. If you want to do something like super, super, super technical, you can totally do that. Or if you just want something more simple like this, you can do that as well. And I think this palette just has, you know, this palette you could easily do like a, you know, a day look for your, you know, your job. If you like work in an office like I do, where sometimes, you know, you need to tone it down a little bit. You could do that. Or if you want to go out and have like a glam night out, do like a really fun smoky glam look, you can do that too. Like, this palette has enough, you know, variation in the shades where you could do whatever. It can just basically be like a palette for everything you would ever need. Which is what I like too. I like having options with my palettes. Okay. So I think we're good there. Now for the lower lash line. I think I'm gonna go in with the shade, oh my gosh, you guys, that silver shade just got everywhere. I'm a mess. I'm gonna go in with the shade Espresso Martini, which is that really pretty brown right there. And I mean, you guys, all the shades in this palette are absolutely gorgeous. I think that's why I picked it up, even though it only had a couple shimmer shades. All right, for that lower inner corner highlights, I'm gonna go in with this shade, The Goddess I Am, just because it's looking so beautiful. That is beautiful. Very, very, very pretty. Alright, you guys, I'm gonna go do my mascara and I'll be right back. Alright, you guys, so I am back and this is the finished look. And beautiful, beautiful look. I love the way this came out. I love the deep dark navy shade and the silver, how it comes together. That little pop of gold on the lower lash line. Just a fun, beautiful look. You know, that's what I'm into. So of course that's what we're gonna get. But again, this was the Morphe and Meredith Duxbury palette. And here is the inside of this gorgeous palette, you guys. I love how it performed. I love all the shades in the palette. I will definitely be getting a lot of use out of this, even though it doesn't have a lot of shimmer shades. I can make it work. And if you're like me and you're like, who the heck is Meredith Duxbury? I'd seen her, but I didn't realize that that's who she was. She puts like pounds of foundation on her face, but she comes out with these gorgeous flawless looks. Like if I did that, I would be a cakey, gross mess, but she does it and it looks good. So hey, more power to her. That's how she does things. She came up with a beautiful palette. I love how it worked. I love the look I came up with. So that is it for this video, you guys. Thank you so much for supporting me, for giving this video a thumbs up, subscribing to my channel, commenting down below if you just feel like there's something you want to say. I'm here to hear it. And just please, the most important thing out of all of this, like I always say this at the end of my videos, I know a lot of people don't make it this far, but if you do, just remember that you're loved, you're amazing. You know, follow your dreams, listen to your heart, do something that makes you happy, that puts a smile on your face. Have a wonderful day, night, morning, whatever it is, wherever you are, and I'll see y'all in the next one.